been a while, hasn't it? It's been maybe 3 weeks. I've been quite busy. I've had a lot going on. Probably 3 weeks without a video. So this is it. I'm coming back, and coming back for a pretty good reason. Today I'm bringing you guys my wipe preparation guide. This is some of the, how many have I got here? 6 tips I've got for how to hit the ground running at the start of next wipe, which I predict is probably coming in a week and a half, I'd say. It's usually on a Thursday, so I don't think it's going to be this coming Thursday, but I think it'll probably be the one after. They're still really pushing to get this wipe out, patch 12.11 this month, early this month. So I think we're going to see it not this week, but the week after. So let's get into it. So my first tip is going to be to use weapons and armors and ammos and all that sort of things from level 1 traders and get used to them. So this, for me, you can either create a new account and you know, try and sort of get yourself back into the rhythm of old school, real tight ammo economy and keeping everything much smaller, you know, no meta HKs and all that rubbish. Get back to the roots, get back to how you play at the beginning of a wipe. Or you can just click on level 1 traders on each of them, remembering you're not going to have the flea market for the first 10 levels, so it's going to be good to just get some experience under your belt for that. I think that's probably going to be probably one of the biggest tips in this list. You're going to get killed by a lot of people, you know, running all the slicks and Altons and you know all the meta gear right now, but learning best how to engage with a level 1 trader kit right now when you're against those top tier, well, people with top tier kits, you're going to have the upper hand when the wipe does hit in a few weeks time. And if you don't want to just run level 1 trader kits, you could use sort of, you know, good ammo, good armor, good meds even, but try stripping back your gun, for example. Try not using the highest ergo, you know, the best grip, the best this and that. You know, try running a little bit more of a stock gun. Maybe you want to run a stock AK-74. Just, you know, maybe put a cheap handguard and grip on it, and maybe a cheap optic, and just try and learn the real fresh style of gameplay again. I think it's going to be the easiest way for you guys to sort of get yourself back into that rhythm after we are really late into the wipe cycle now with some of the gear we're using currently. Tip number 2 or 3, if you count that little semi-half, I suppose that second part wasn't a tip. Okay, tip number 2, open a document on your computer or open a notebook and write down the items you're going to need for early hideout upgrades. I'm talking level 1 security, generator, lights, all that stuff. Hell, write down everything. Write down all of the hideout upgrades that you want, that you think are attainable, and make sure you, when the wipe hits, that you pick up everything on that list. The reason that's in the wipe preparation guide is because you can make this list now and you don't have to worry about it like, wipes today, now I've got to get this list together. Write down everything, you know, screws, screw nuts, bolts, anything like that is going to be helpful not only for your hideout, but when you've finished upgrading your hideout, you can then put on the flea market at level 10, because they're always going to be very expensive, because people just want to pay to upgrade their hideout. So they're going to be a massive money maker for you early wipe. Tip number 3 is learning the flow of early wipe maps. So the example I've got written down here is customs. If you can nail the traffic flow and, you know, the flow of PMCs, where scav spawns, where loot spawns, that sort of stuff on a specific map, if you can learn where a PMC is going to be roughly at a given time in the raid, you're going to know when is the best time to maybe just wait a minute, don't rush to go and get the pocket watch, just wait, see him coming, kill him, get the pocket watch, loot the guy, and get out. And this is a great tip for early wipe to get you through the quest chains as quick as possible. If you can learn the flow of a map, you're gonna survive more anyway. I think I said that in my How to Survive More Raids video. Go and watch that if you haven't. It kind of follows on, these videos all kind of sit together quite nicely. But if you can learn the flow of a map, you can move from quest to quest to quest very quickly, just knowing that you're going to be safe. You're gonna survive more, and if you survive more, you complete more quests. Learn the flows of maps. Tip number 4 is brushing up on your Tarkov knowledge. So that's things like learning where loot spawns, learning where scav spawns, obviously PMC spawns that are dotted around the map on most maps. Things like that will benefit you greatly as you push through basically every single raid. If you know, I need this from that raid, I need this hideout upgrade, I need this quest item, I need this thing to be found in raid. If you learn, roughly where items spawn, and you can sort of not beeline there, don't run straight in that direction. But if you can pass through there on your way from one side of the map to the other, that's going to be really useful. You guys are gonna have a much easier experience if you know where things spawn and you know where to look for them. Just be aware on that one that things like scav spawns and loot spawns, even PMC spawns, will change from wipe to wipe or from patch to patch. So don't solely rely on the information you gather today and know that it's going to apply for the next wipe, which is most likely going to be in a couple of weeks. Just bear in mind things are subject to change. And my final tip number 5, there are 5 tips in this list, not 6, is not to burn yourself out. So don't spend all the time in the world trying to get as good as possible, trying to get yourself into the best position possible, thinking I'm ready for this wipe, I'm so ready, I've played 10 hours a day for the past 2 weeks, wipes on Thursday, I'm ready to hit it, I'm ready to get at it, just for the wipe to come and you think, oh, things aren't that different, everyone's sort of scaled back, everyone's lost their gear, but actually things aren't that different. Because wipes don't change a great deal, the core gameplay loop of Tarkov is always going to be sort of the same. So it's always a good idea to take regular breaks and come back refreshed, come back ready for the wipe. It'll be, honestly, it's my most recommended tip. If you've got a feeling, or even, I don't care much for the pre-wipe events. I've never taken part in one. I've never been playing Tarkov properly in those periods where the pre-wipe events are happening. So as soon as the pre-wipe event is announced, just hands off. Don't play Tarkov for, it's usually like a few days or a week maybe. Hands off, just stop playing Tarkov, take a break, refresh yourself, come back with a new wipe, new content in the patch, new guns, new animations for things and new places, and just come back completely refreshed and ready to dig back in. So those are my 5 tips for preparing for a wipe and putting yourself in the best position possible when the new wipe hits. I imagine it's going to be probably next week, but we don't know. It hasn't been confirmed yet. The patch is coming soon. I don't think they've even confirmed that patch 0.12.11 is going to have a wipe with it, but I'm pretty certain it will. If it doesn't, then I guess you can just disregard this video and maybe save it, put it in the queue and save it for the next wipe. But I'm pretty sure the wipe is coming very soon, and just bear in mind everything that's been said in this guide, and you should have a good, solid, smooth start to the next wipe. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. I usually post videos once a week. Like I said, it's been a while. I've been quite busy over the past few weeks, but when the wipe comes, or even when patch 0.12.11, regardless of if it's a wipe, when that comes about, content will be more regular, more focused. I see I've just hit the over 200 subscribers now, so thank you to all those of you who subscribed, and long may it continue. Let's get some videos out and let's keep steamrolling on. 500 subs, here we come. Thanks all for watching. Leave a like, comment, all that stuff, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time.